Hey everybody, this is Trevor with Dark Star Films, and welcome back to another Watch Gang review. This month we are looking at Breda for the month of January 2017. And before we actually get into the watch itself, I figured what I would do is kind of run down the details of the watch here. So the model that I got was the 8169 Gold, otherwise known as the Andrew watch. Now, after doing some research, the Andrew watch doesn't look like it's actually been made since 2013. So this is definitely one of their older watches. Needless to say, because it hasn't been made since then, it is also impossible to find. I did run across it on Amazon as well as Overstock.com, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. Now the watch does come with mineral crystal, which given the price point that we pay for our watches through the subscription box, it really isn't a surprise. Again, if you watch my last episode, you'll know I'm not a fan of mineral crystal, but it is what it is. The buckle on it is the clasp on it is a buckle clasp. It comes with a 20 millimeter faux leather band. It is brown. The case itself is 38 millimeters in diameter and 6 millimeters thick. And it has a Japanese quartz movement, which is okay. There is a lot of Japanese movements out there that are decent movements. I know the So&Co Madison that I got last month had a Seiko movement, and I was very happy about that. This one though, I'm not too sure, and I haven't taken the watch apart to actually look at it to see. And there's not a lot of information out there at all about this watch, so I'm kind of having to go with what little info I do have. Anywho, let's get into seeing the watch here. Now, of course, just the plain Breda box. Now, one thing about this watch that I did notice too is this was an exclusive watch with jack threads, which is probably why they haven't manufactured the watch since 2013. This wasn't exactly something that they were going to be selling on their website for a lengthy amount of time. But if anyone has ever been or has bought anything from jack threads, they do have some interesting styles every now and then, although the quality usually is kind of on the lower side. But let's go ahead and get the watch out. And there we have it there. So this one does have a white face with a gold case and the brown strap there. Again, it is a faux leather strap. It is not real leather, which is kind of disappointing, considering that I know like So&Co, for example, their leather bands are genuine leather bands. So that part was a little disappointing. Now, one thing I really do like about this watch is the dial itself. The dial is printed. It does not have the numbers or the logo applied to it. And that's one thing that I have noticed quite a lot actually on the Watch Gang Exchange Facebook page, is that a lot of people are having issues with their applied numbers falling off, or you can see the glue coming out from underneath them. So from a quality control standpoint, having the dial, having all the numbers and everything printed on the dial, this is actually a huge bonus for me, because that's not something I'm going to have to worry about. I don't have to worry about the print falling off the face of the watch. So let's go ahead and take it out here. And again, it does have the buckle clasp on the back. Now on the back, all it says on the back of the case here is stainless steel case back, Japan movement. Doesn't tell us where it was assembled, doesn't tell us anything about the movement itself other than it is Japanese. A lot of people were also saying that the Breda straps were really small, and this I can kind of attest to. I don't have a very large wrist. I think I have like a 7-inch wrist, and when it goes on my wrist, I can get it onto the 4th notch on the strap, but I gotta really fight it to get it on there, mainly because the strap itself, because it's not genuine leather, it does not bend like leather. It is very, very stiff, and again, not exactly one of the greatest selling points of the watch. Now, I mentioned earlier about Amazon and overstock.com. The reason I bring that up is because there's been a lot of, well, bitching, for a lack of better words, on the Facebook page about the quality of the watches that we have been getting. A lot of people have been complaining that these are garbage watches, that they can find them for $10 at Ross or whatever, or the Goodwill store. And yeah, you will probably find some of these watches for super, super cheap like that from secondhand retail stores, or from stores like Ross that sell last year's, hot item. On Amazon, I did find this watch for $25, and on overstock.com, I found it for $33. Now, according to the little thing that we got here in the box, it says your watch this month has a value of $80 to $100. Unfortunately, this specific model does not. Now, I will say that I have seen some other members get some Breda watches that are valued between $80 to $100, and I was really hoping to get some of the watches that they had. Unfortunately, luck was not on my side with that this time. I think I lucked out last month with not getting the rose gold So & Co. and just getting the all silver one, or stainless steel, which I was extremely happy about. But in the long run, and this is something that I know some people have said, and it really needs to be reiterated to a lot of the people that are bitching about the quality of the watches. I don't do the annual subscription. I do the month-to-month subscription. I pay, it's like $36 after tax and shipping and all that crap. So if I were to get this on Amazon for $25, after shipping, I'm still paying the exact same amount. And if I were to get it on overstock.com, I'm actually getting it for about $10 cheaper. This is a monthly subscription box. You're not going to get super high quality items out of it. Not everyone is going to get a Rolex every single month. It's not going to happen, and people need to realize that. This is supposed to be something fun. It's supposed to be something, just to collect and have fun with, and to build a community around. And we have done that for the most part, and it is an awesome community. We've only had a couple jackasses here and there that, bitched about, oh, I didn't get whatever this month, so I'm leaving the group because it's so blah, 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 blah. Cool, see ya, bye. This is about having fun. Now, if you watched my last video, I told you I'm not a big gold fan. I'm really not. I've been wearing this watch all day, and I like it. It's not something I would have bought myself, but because this is supposed to be a surprise, this is, that's kind of the big thing about Watch Gang, is it's supposed to be a surprise every month. You don't know what you're gonna get. And I gotta say, with the right shirt, I would rock the hell out of this watch. I don't typically wear gold at all, ever. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever worn gold. But I can see myself wearing this watch. And that's I think that's one of the other points of the subscription box, is to kind of get people out of their safe zones with certain things that they wear. This is supposed to kind of, break you out of that. Anyway, sorry about going on the little rant there, but I think it was a lot of things that really did need to be said about the community and about the watches themselves. Again, this watch itself, I'm gonna say it is not worth $80 to $100. Not at all. This is definitely a watch that you can find in a $10 bin at TJ Maxx, Ross, or anything else. I'm not super disappointed though, and I think that's kind of the cool part about it. I wouldn't have bought this watch myself, but I did get it, and I think for a more laid back, kind of dinner party, I could easily wear this watch. And you know what? For that, I think Matthew and everybody else over at Watch Gang, would I've liked to have gotten a watch worth $80 to $100? Absolutely. But in the long run, I am happy with this. So there it is. That's my watch for this month. Again, it was the Breda 8169 Gold. Again, I don't think I'm going to trade this one either. I think it'll be good for me to wear some gold every now and then. And if you guys have any questions, Leave your comments, concerns, and everything at the bottom, and yeah, see you next time.